Hey guys, Ed over here at FICM Repair. So this question comes to us in a follow-on another video about how do you know that your fuel pump's going out. We had a whole conversation about that. Check for that video elsewhere on TikTok here just recently. But this is a great question. It's like, what about running a second pump in parallel for higher fuel situations? You know, I'm not a fan. All you're doing, it's kind of like running dual alternators. I'm not a fan of that either. You're introducing a second single point of failure, and why would you do that to yourself? Inadequate fuel pressure kills injectors. If you want to have a A-B cutoff where it's like, okay, fine, in the event that this pump fails, it'll fail over to this one. That's fine. It's kind of like the whole dual fuel tanks in aviation. If any of you guys are aviation people, you just switch from left tank to right tank kind of thing, or even in your trucks where you've got, multiple fuel tanks in your truck. That's very different than running multiple fuel pumps. If your fuel pump is not adequate, if it can't hang, if it's not staying current and staying up to speed on what's going on, and because it just cannot pump the volume of fuel necessary for your fuel system, for your injectors that you've got, get a different fuel pump. Fast makes some great options. I really like their products. We sell a metric ton of them, very frankly. And that's really what you want to do. So, if you're running a stock fuel pump like this bad boy here, you can support 155/30s all day long, and if your fuel pump is still healthy, even 175/30s, but really not much more than that. But how do you know? Well, you know by going ahead and setting up pressure monitoring so that you can verify that you're never dropping below 45 psi at wide open throttle, under load, driving down the road. This is not you revving your truck in your driveway. That's not what we're talking about. What we're saying is you're driving down the road, pedal to the freaking metal. Don't drive your truck like that all the time, but for purposes of this test, yes. So you just installed some 350-100s, for example, or something crazy, and you want to know what you got. Certainly if at idle you're dropping below 45 psi, freaking shut the truck off, right? But you're just because you've got 50, 55, 60 psi idling, or even revving the truck in your driveway or your shop bay or something, does not mean at all that you're running that kind of psi when the truck's actually being asked to work. So that's what you want to do. Go ahead, let's see what your pressure is when the truck is being asked to work, and then based upon that result, you can go ahead and say, yeah, we're good here, or no, we're not good here, as the case may be. If you do that, life is just ridiculously better for you, and that's what you want to do. So, and if it's just not keeping up, give us a shout. We'll help you size a fuel pump for what you got going on, and probably talk to you about a regulated return. Because if you're going bigger than 175/30s, you want a regulated return anyway. And then also a fuel pump and also a sump to go in the fuel tanks. You're not sucking extra air as a result of the vortex of fuel that you're creating in your fuel tank as a result of your fuel return line, just pumping some major fluid back in. So I hope this helps. And if you have questions, we got answers. Put them in the comments. FICMRepair.com. We're all in this together. Appreciate you guys.